Note on Tell the Women We're Going, and After the Denim by Raymond Carver. Um, Sorry for the beginning. We had a bit of a trying to get in, and they were. Two very good short stories by the author who won deservedly the Pulitzer Prize. In the first one, we have two friends at the center of the narrative, Jerry and Bill. They both studied together, they bought a car together, a Plymouth was it, which they shared, until Jerry dropped out of school and got married. Bill continued and finished his studies while his friend Jerry started working in a department store, if I'm not wrong. Bill, in his turn, at the end of the studies, got a job as an engineer, loved going out on Fridays for bowling, also on weekends, on Sundays, and he married in his turn. The two couples starting to see each other very often, most of the time, almost always in fact, or was it even always, Jerry's, because by now they had two kids. He looked a bit old to his friend, and a third one was in the oven. I remember that expression, in the oven, was already in the oven. They had barbecue, sausages, hot dogs at Jerry's, and one time Jerry, who looked a bit strange, I was thinking that was the suggestion of the description read. What I read suggested to me that's a bit strange for some reason. Maybe with hindsight, knowing what happens, I just assume that whatever his description was must have suggested something. Nevertheless, Jerry has the initiative. Let's go out. Tell the women we're going. Hence the title of the tale. And they drive. They arrive at a place where they play pool and something else for a few hours. They have, I think, 6 beers each. And then on the way, they pass by 2 women on the bike. There is a build-up to this. I forgot to mention that in this place they met somebody they know, and they exchanged some pleasantries and what Donald Trump would probably call locker room exchange. Just 2 days ago he was caught on tape saying things like, grab her by the pussy, if you're a star I let you do anything, I kiss them, I can't help it if they're beautiful. So it's not like that. Pussy is not mentioned, for instance, except by a man who wants to be president, but not in this story. And the two friends say something like, where are the women? It's in the afternoon, and I think this man who runs the place is suggesting to Jerry that he can have affairs fun on the side. So on this way, they see two bikers, two women riding on bikes, and Jerry is the one from the start who's really interested to approach and speak with them. Probably this would be called at this hour harassment. So where are you going? What is your name? Bill, who plays alone, so it's also guilty, if to a lesser extent. Has to do the talking because they're on his side. They maneuver. Jerry gets involved. He wants the dark one, and you have the small one, says to his friend Bill. But it's not going anywhere. One of the girls says, I'm not going to go out with anybody anyway, something like that. And on a side note, I was just reading that the rules are much more precise and tough today, which is good. I think they say within university campuses that not saying no is not enough. So it's like the woman has to specifically say yes, we're going to have sex, I accept that. Just playing along is not good enough. Having in mind that quite often, probably most of the time, after a few drinks, many of them don't know what is going on. So they need to be conscious and accept a relationship, an intimate relationship. I'll not say what happens. No spoiler alert was included, but in fact I had to go and read again because I was a bit confused by the end, which I still think is not a wonderful one, but leaves a shadow of a doubt. Maybe it's not that serious. You will read and you will see what you think for yourself. The next one I will just pass through it quickly. It didn't have such an impact on me. After the Denim, there's the two older people who go to Packer, family Packer, to a bingo game. Somebody took their spot. If we didn't go earlier, there's an exchange on this. And once inside, they find this hippie couple. The man in a denim, hence the denim, is surely cheating. That's what the man thinks, our hero. He goes and says to him, I know what you're doing. What? You know. But the other one is not admitting anything. And then they win $90. If it's correct or not, what you feel about this, you will read and again see for yourself.